Hey, everybody. Now, in the movie The Social Network, Mark Zuckerberg is played by Jesse Eisenberg. I think that's right. Mark Zuckerberg crashes the computers at Harvard because he sets up Face Mash to compare people's faces, and they're judging who's hot and who's not, and which person is hotter. And this is a great scene where they set it up in the middle of the night, and they wake up the chancellor of the university because the computers are crashing out. That didn't actually happen, but nobody ever let the truth get in the way of a good story. The truth is, though, from the very beginning, Facebook was designed as a means to share photographs. It's called Facebook. It was something that they set up so the students at Harvard could recognize each other, so they could connect and begin to know each other offline. So they could know, like, and trust each other before they'd ever even met each other. And that's what people use it for today. So it is a visual medium. It's designed to share photographs. Today, I'm going to tell you about the 3 most important photographs that you're going to have on your Facebook profile to help people begin to know, like, and trust you before they've ever even met you. And if you've ever met me in person, if you've heard me speak, if I bumped into you randomly on the street somewhere, you've probably heard me talk about the importance of your profile picture. I can't begin to overemphasize how important your profile picture is. For all intents and purposes, your profile picture is you in the Facebook world. It's what people see when you like things. It's what people see when you leave comments on things. It's what people see when you make posts. It is who they begin to build a relationship with. So you want to make sure that your Facebook profile is telling the story that you want to tell, and the story that you wanted to tell is about you. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about this because I've created several videos about Facebook profile pictures. But number 1, make sure it's you and only you, not you and your dog, not you and your pet, not you and your car, not you and your spouse, not you and your kids. You and only you, because you are the one you want people to make a relationship with. Make sure it's a picture of you. Make sure it's a picture of your face, because it's Facebook. So a Facebook picture of your face. Make sure you've got eye contact, and make sure you got a big smile so that you look likable, so people begin to like you. Eye contact in your face in your Facebook profile. That's number 1. That's the most important thing. That's the most important piece of real estate that you got. So make sure you've got the right face shot for Facebook. Number 2 is your cover picture. Now, your cover picture, people are only going to see it when they're going to your profile. So they're already stalking you. They're already trying to find out something about you. And you got a couple of different options that you can use for your cover photo. The important thing to remember is that about 75, 78, 85, some percentage, some huge percentage of all Facebook web hits, of all views, occur on the phone. So they're all mobile. So we want to make sure that your cover photo looks correctly when people view your profile on their mobile phone. And so on your mobile phone, your profile picture sticking right smack dab in the middle. So you don't want to have anything at the bottom of your profile, of your cover photo, that your profile picture is going to cover up. So you got a couple of options. My cover photo is a picture of me and my kids when they were younger. It's my favorite photo, and it tells us a great story about me, and it brings a smile to my face every time I see it. And I hope it brings a smile to other people's face, and it tells them how much I enjoy being a dad and how much I love my kids. You can tell that story. You can have a story of what you do out in the real world, something that's not related to work. You can have a picture of you in some activity, or you can put some picture from work. If you work at a car dealership, you can have a picture of the car dealership there with a giant flag blowing in the breeze. Or you can put a picture of the hot new Mustang that's just out this week, and it's right there. You can do a couple different things that can help people know immediately what it is that you do for a living. I use the cover profile to tell a personal story, but you can use it to tell your professional story as well. So that's number 2. You really got carte blanche. You can use that for anything you want, as long as it's consistent with the image that you want to put out there, with the story that you want to tell, whether that's work, whether that's play, whether it's professional, whether it's personal. I use it for personal because I have found a third spot for me, and this is the 3rd most important photograph that you're going to have on your Facebook profile, and I use this to tell my business story. Just on your Facebook profile, if you scroll down and you go past the cover photo, and you go past the profile pic, and you go past the biographical information that it's got there where you tell who you're working for and where you went to college and that sort of stuff. You scroll down, just below there, there's a set of photographs that are your featured photographs. And Facebook gives you 5 featured photographs that you can use. And that's great. If you want to put 5 photographs in there, you can. But what I've started doing with this, and I found that people respond to, and I've found that people recognize, is instead of featuring 5 photographs, I only feature 1 photograph in this featured photograph section. If you only feature 1 photograph, you feature all 5 photographs, it ends up with a little checkerboard with about 5 different pictures there, and they're all small, and you look at them, and that's good. But if you only feature 1 photograph in that section, then it blows it up really to the width of your phone. And you have this giant piece of real estate, the biggest piece of real estate you're going to own on your Facebook profile to do whatever you want with. And what I've done with it, what I encourage my students to do with it, is to create basically a mini business card or a mini ad for you. So I've got a picture of me standing in front of a group speaking. I've got a little blurb about what it is and how I help salespeople create an army of people who know, like, and trust them. And I've got my telephone number and my contact info, so how people can get in touch with me. I've worked with car salespeople, and we've created, we'll put a little testimonial from a client there with a picture of their client, getting the keys to the car with a logo to the dealership and with their personal cell phone number so that they can get a phone call. And the purpose of all this is so that if someone meets you and they want to find out more about you, or if you friend them on Facebook and they're looking to see exactly who you are, if someone's stalking you, and I promise you, people are stalking you. No matter what you're doing, people are checking you out on Facebook, whether you're trying to date them, whether you're trying to sell them anything, or if you just meet them at lunch, people are going to stalk you to find out who you are, and they're going to go to Facebook. And what you want is you want them to know within a matter of seconds from looking at your profile who you are, where you work, what you do, and how you can help them. And if you use these 3 photographs in the way I've explained, that'll help you create an army of buyers who know, like, and trust you before they've ever even met you, direct eye contact, and a big old smile. I'll see you next week.